Hi guys, welcome to my beginners yoga class. My name's Jasmine. Anyone can take part in this class. All you need is some water nearby, a comfortable space to practice in with no obstructions around you, and some comfortable clothing you're happy to practice in. The session will be about half an hour long, so when you're ready with those three things, let's get started. So we're going to start off seated. We're going to start off just bringing our attention into the space. So if you take your eyes to a close when you're ready, sitting up nice and straight. You can be in any seated position that's comfortable for you. Try and make sure you have your weight distributed evenly on both sides of your body. So you might want to be cross-legged, you might want your knees in front of you, you might want your legs straight out in front of you, whatever feels good for you. So sitting up nice and straight, bring the eyes to a close, roll the shoulders back and down the body. With each inhalation, grow up through the spine, imagining a string coming from the top of your head, pulling you up towards the sky. With each exhalation, relax your shoulders down. As you inhale, grow through the spine, chin lifted, chest open. As you exhale, relax the shoulders. Keep focusing on your breath, draw your attention into the space and into the moment. Forgetting anything in the past, anything in the future, just focusing on the present. Take a moment to notice any parts of your body which might be a bit stiff or tired, or might be a bit sore. With each breath, we're going to visualize sending oxygen towards those areas, allowing them to relax, releasing any tension, allowing them to recover. On your next inhalation, open your eyes. From here, we're going to start mobilizing through the body. So we're taking the head over to one side, drop the ear towards the shoulder. As you inhale, bring the head back up to center. Exhale, drop the head the other way. Inhale, head comes back up. Exhale, drop the head. Inhale, back to center. Exhale. This time, inhale, draw the head back up to center. As you exhale, relax the head down, and then we're placing the hand on the side of the head. Apply a little bit of pressure so we're getting more of a stretch from the ear all the way down to the shoulder. If you want to make the stretch more intense, you can walk your opposite hand away. As you inhale, bring the head back up to center. Exhale, relax it the other way. Again, taking the hand onto the side of the head. Apply a little bit of pressure. And then walking your other hand away. Release, inhale, draw the head back up. From here, taking a look over the shoulder as you exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, look the other way. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, turn the head. Inhale, back to center. Exhale. As you inhale, bring the head back to center, and from here, tucking the chin into the chest. We're linking the hands behind the back of the head. Allow the elbows to pull forwards and apply a bit of pressure. So we're stretching down the back of the neck now. Try and keep your spine up nice and straight, just curving through the neck. Release the hands. Inhale, take the face to the sky. Exhale, draw the head back to center. From here, as we inhale, take the arms out by the side of the body, reaching as far as you can. As you exhale, round off the back, make a big circle with the arms. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round off the back. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. This time, as we inhale, open the chest. As we exhale, taking the hand down onto the side of the mat, reaching as far over as you can. So try and keep both sit bones pressed down onto the ground, getting that stretch through the side of the body. Keep on breathing here. Inhale, come all the way back up to center. Exhale, switching sides. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, make that big circle with the arms. From here, inhale, draw the hands all the way up above the head. As you exhale, push the fingers away from you, making yourself as tall as you can. Maybe even looking up towards the hands to get that extension through the spine. Taking a hold of your wrist as you exhale, we're stretching through the side of the shoulders. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, switch to the other side. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, relax the arms down. So from here, we're taking our right hand over to the opposite knee. So we're bringing our chest towards the leg and then looking behind the body. So we're taking a twist here through the spine, keeping your hips facing forwards, looking as far as you can. Trying to get that twist from the pelvis all the way up to the top of the head. As you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, switch to the other side. Inhale, come back to center, and then exhale, we're walking our hands forward. So we're coming into a forward fold here, in whatever position your legs are in. On your next exhalation, relax the head down. Keep on focusing on your breathing here. Anytime you want to go further into a stretch, we're going to exhale. So we're relaxing the muscles, allowing us to fall a little bit further. From here, inhale, walk your hands back in towards your body, taking them behind the lower back. Open the chest to the sky, take the gaze upwards. Exhale, come back to a neutral spine. So from here, we're taking our hands down onto the mat and swinging the legs around. So we're coming into a tabletop position. We want to make sure we've got our shoulders tucked over our wrists and our hips over our knees. So we have a 90-degree angle at all those joints. Making sure the fingers are nice and spread out on the mat. So we're pushing the weight through the bases of the fingers, trying to distribute the weight evenly so we're not putting too much pressure through the wrists. From here, we're going to take our cat and cow stretches. So we're mobilizing through the spine now. As you inhale, we arch the back, take the face up towards the sky. As you exhale, round off the back, suck the chin into the chest. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Keep on going in your own time, incorporating the movement with the breath. Trying to get the curve all the way through the spine, again from the head all the way down to the hips. From here, if you'd like to add any different movements, you can. So you can take your body round in a big circle. You can rock the weight forwards and backwards over the wrists if you'd like. Trying to mobilize all the way through the body. Getting us ready for our flow. On your next exhalation, draw the spine back to neutral. From here, making sure you're pressing the weight through the fingertips again. We're going to tuck the toes under and come into our first downward dog. So here we're lifting the bum up towards the sky and pushing the chest through towards the legs. As you exhale, straighten out the legs and extend the chest back. If you need to, you can bend your knees and take that extension through the spine, or we can pedal through the feet. So we're pushing one heel down to the ground at a time. Keep on trying to push the chest through towards the legs. So we're getting this external rotation through the shoulders, making a bit of space for the head and the neck, and pushing the sit bones up towards the sky. From here, look between your hands. We're going to walk the feet in towards the hands, coming into our forward fold with an exhale. So again, you can bend your knees if you need to. Maybe take your arms crossed and take a little swing from side to side. Do whatever feels good for you. From here, as you inhale, roll all the way up through the spine, coming up to standing. So we're now starting our flow in Untitled Pose at the top of our mats. If you're not on a mat, just make sure you've got a lot of space behind you so that we can step back and go back into that downward facing dog. So again, starting at the top of your mat in Tadasana, so this is our mountain pose. You want to make sure you've got your big toes together with a small gap between the heels and your palms facing forwards, holding some tension in your arms. Pull your shoulders back and down, chin lifted, chest open. So from here, as we take a deep breath in, we reach the arms up above the head, coming to Tadasana, looking up towards the thumbs. Suck your belly button in towards your spine. As you exhale, bring the hands down in front of the body, coming into your forward fold. Relax the head down. It doesn't matter how far you can reach here. Place your hands on your shins if you need, or relax your hands down to the ground. From here, as you inhale, we're flattening out the back, coming into a halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands down, stepping your right leg, followed by your left leg back into a plank position. So we're going to hold here for 3 breaths. So we're pushing the ground away from us as much as we can, getting a straight line from the heels all the way to the shoulders. Focusing on your breath, 1 more breath here. And then if you need to, placing your knees down. As you exhale, we lower the chest down to the ground. Inhale, pushing into a baby cobra. So you can bring your forearms down to the ground here if you'd like, or you can come up onto the hands and push yourself a little bit further into the back bend if this is accessible for you. Tucking the toes under as we exhale, take the weight into the hands, lift the bum towards the sky, down facing dog. Holding here, again you can pedal through your feet if you'd like, trying to push those heels down towards the ground. Sucking the belly button in towards the spine, rotating your shoulders outwards, pushing the sit bones up towards the sky. Keep on breathing here for 3 more breaths. We're opening up through the hamstrings, through the calves here. And now looking between the hands. So this time we're going to lift our right leg up towards the sky, coming as high as is comfortable for you. As you exhale, bring the foot all the way through between the hands. If you need to, you can grab onto the ankle and shuffle the foot forwards a bit more. Taking the weight onto the hands, exhale, place your left knee down. Tuck the toes under, we're in our low lunge here. Making sure this front shin is vertical so the knee is stacked over the ankle. And then as you inhale, sweep the arms up above the head. Finding that balance, opening up through the hip flexors of your back leg. So we're tucking the pelvis under here, try and push the pelvis forwards to get that stretch through the hip flexors and also through the glutes of your front leg. Reaching the arms up towards the sky. Option here to take a slight back bend, opening the chest. Exhale, draw the hands down to heart center. We're going to take our left hand down onto the mat now, on the inside of that right foot. As you inhale, reach your right arm up towards the sky, coming into a twist. If you can, take your gaze up to that top hand. Still focusing on sinking those hips down to the ground. And exhale, place both hands down. From here, coming into our half split. So we're going to straighten our right leg and bend our left leg. So we transfer the weight back over the left leg. You can either keep your foot flat on the ground or you can lift your toes up. And then with an inhale, we're extending the spine. With an exhale, relaxing the chest down towards the leg. Coming as far as is comfortable for you. You may want to walk your hands forwards. You may feel comfortable here getting that stretch through the hamstring. Keep on focusing on your breath. Again, anytime you want to go further into a stretch, let's exhale. From here, transfer the weight forwards. Exhale, bring both hands on the inside of the front foot into our lizard pose. So you can either stay with your arms straight or you can bring your forearms down to the ground, rotating this right knee out and sinking the hips down. Taking the weight back into the hands, tucking your back toe under. Let's extend that back leg. And then step your right leg back to meet your left leg back into that plank position. Holding here for 3 breaths, pushing the ground away from you as much as you can. Trying to get that straight line through the body. Suck your belly button in towards the spine. 1 more breath. And then again, option to place the knees down. We're lowering ourselves through a chaturanga, pushing into your up dog or your cobra. So here, coming into a cobra, or even lifting the thighs off the ground. Looking up towards the sky. Tuck the toes under, exhale. Downward facing dog. Trying to push the heels down to the ground once more. Again, bend your knees if you need to. It's more about getting the stretch through the back rather than through the legs. From here, lifting our left leg up towards the sky. Let's repeat on the other side. So we lift our left leg, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, bring the foot all the way through between the hands, using the hands to shuffle it forwards if you need to. And then placing that back knee down. Once you've found your balance here, inhale, draw the hands all the way up above the head. Again, tucking that pelvis under, pushing the hips forwards down to the ground. Make sure you've got this vertical line through the shins. Option here to take that back bend, open the chest to the sky, and then exhale, placing the hands down. Bring the right hand on the inside of the left foot. Inhale, reach your left arm up towards the sky, spinal twist. Placing the hands down, coming into that half split now. So straightening the left leg this time, bending the right leg, either keeping the foot flat or flexing that front foot. Exhale, relax the chest down towards the leg, maybe walking your hands forwards, maybe staying nice and upright, trying to keep a straight back. Any point which you feel that stretch through the hamstring, that's great. And then transferring your weight forwards, bringing both hands on the inside of that front foot. We're in our lizard pose now. So either staying up on the arms, sinking those hips down, or bringing the forearms down onto the mat if this is accessible for you. Take the weight back into the hands, tucking your back toe under, stepping back into that plank position. As we exhale, lift the bum to the sky, downward facing dog. Looking between the hands, we're walking our feet to the top of our mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up through the spine, draw the hands up above the head. Shavasana. Exhale, hands come down at heart center. Tadasana. Grab yourselves a drink if you need it. From here, we're going to come down onto our mats. So we're coming down to a seated position in your own time, making your way down. And we're going to do some seated postures now. So these are going to be more yin-based postures. We're going to hold them for a little bit longer. We've worked a lot on mobilizing through the hips in that last flow. So we want to be stretching through the hamstrings and through the quads now. So we're going to take our first posture, which is going to be our Shavasana Pose. So this is our butterfly pose. Knees relaxed outwards, chest lifted, suck the belly button in towards the spine. So here, if you want to make the stretch more intense, you can draw the heels closer to the body. Or if you want to make it a little bit easier, taking the feet further away. So try not to grip onto the ankles too much. You can just use them for support, but we should be engaging our core to keep ourselves upright here. From here, if you'd like to, you can add a little bit of pressure using the elbows or the hands to help open up the hips, or you can stay in this upright position. Anyone who wants to make the stretch a bit more intense now can come into a forward fold. So as we inhale, we reach the arms up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, walk the hands forwards. We're taking our chest down towards the toes. Try and lead with the chest rather than with the face. As you exhale, relax further into that stretch. Again, if you need to take the heels further away from you, that's fine. And now walk your hands back in towards you, coming all the way back up to seated. From here, extending your left leg out. So we're bringing the left leg out straight in front of us and tucking that right heel in towards the body. So sitting up nice and straight, we want to make sure our shoulders are square over the front leg. This is coming into a hamstring stretch now. So as we inhale, we reach the arms up above the head. And then as we exhale, hinge at the hips, making sure the back stays nice and straight, coming into that forward fold. So reaching as far along the leg as you can. If you can grab a point on the leg and use that as a bit of a lever, that's great. If you can grab the toes, use the toes. If you can, try and link the hands around the leg to get you a little bit further into the stretch as you exhale. Keep focusing on your breath in all these stretches. So each exhalation releases a little bit of tension, allows you to go a bit further. From here, walk your hands back in towards you, coming back upright with an inhale. Let's switch the legs over. So we straighten out both legs and then tucking your left heel in towards the body this time. Again, make sure that your shoulders are square over that front leg. You may find you have different flexibility on each side of the body. That's absolutely fine. We're all asymmetrical. So just make sure you're aware of that when you're going into the stretch. Take it nice and easy. From here, as you inhale, reach the arms up above the head. As you exhale, reach forward into that forward fold, reaching as far along the leg as is comfortable for you. Finding that hamstring stretch. Allow yourself to relax. Exhale, fall a little bit deeper into the stretch. Inhale, walk your hands back in towards you. Again, straightening out both legs. This time we're going to take the legs out nice and wide. So using your active flexibility first, bring your legs out to a comfortable position for you. If you want to make that more intense, you can shuffle your body forwards. So in this position, making sure your toes are flexed up towards the sky. We want to keep our weight forwards on the sit bones. So if you feel like you're hunching in your lower back, just bring the legs in a little bit closer so you can support yourself. From here, inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky, and then as we exhale, coming into that forward fold once more. Leading with the chest, we're coming as far forward as we can, and then place the hands down, allow the head to relax down. It doesn't matter how far you can come into any of these stretches, just making sure you can feel the stretch, flexing the toes up towards the sky. Keep on focusing on the breath. Again, as you exhale, you can fall a little bit further. From here, on your next exhalation, we're walking the hands over to the right foot. So we're coming towards that right leg, focusing on the right hamstrings. Bring the chest towards the shin. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, extend through the spine, and exhale, walk the hands to the left foot. Inhale, come back to center. And then walk your hands all the way back in towards you. Using your hands if you need to, bringing your legs back in, and then we're going to come back to that tabletop position we had at the beginning. So we're swinging the legs round, shoulders stacked over the wrists, hips over the knees. From here, as we inhale, lifting our right arm up to the sky, coming into a spinal twist, and then exhale. Thread your right arm all the way through, placing the shoulder and the face down onto the mat. Walking your left hand to the top of the mat when you're comfortable. This is our thread the needle pose. If you'd like to make that more intense, you can bring the left arm all the way around the lower back. Keep on relaxing into this stretch. Exhale and release. From here, place your left hand down onto the mat, take the weight into the left hand and push yourself back up to that tabletop position. Making sure the spine is nice and straight here. Moving on to the left side, so inhale, lift your left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread the arm all the way through. Walk your right hand towards the top of your mat when you're ready. Or if you'd like to go a little bit further, wrapping that right arm around the lower back. Again, taking the weight into the right hand, push yourself back up into tabletop position. From here, we're coming with our big toes together, shuffle the knees out nice and wide, and then we're going to sit the bum back onto the heels, walk the hands forwards into our child's pose. So we're pushing the chest down towards the ground, allow the forehead to relax. Try and walk the fingertips as far away from you as you can, or you can bring the arms down either side of the legs if this is more comfortable for you. From here, transfer yourself back up into that tabletop position. Tucking the toes under, lifting into your downward facing dog, and then looking between the hands. Walk your feet forwards, and then lower yourself down to a seated position. From here, lowering yourselves down into our last posture of the session. So we're coming into our Shavasana Pose. So we're lying on our backs, legs extended, palms facing up towards the sky. Shoulders pulled back and down, opening the chest. Thank you for joining me for today's session. Feel free to stay relaxed in this Shavasana pose for as long as you'd like. Thank you for joining my yoga session. Feel free to stay in that Shavasana pose for as long as you'd like. There'll be more videos coming soon of different styles of yoga. Namaste.